Whether you call them Geburtstage or birthdays, in Germany and the US, these are very special days that have some very specific traditions tied to them. Last week, we celebrated Donnie's birthday, but we also recently celebrated a few German friends' birthdays and made some pretty big cultural faux pas when we didn't understand some of the German customs surrounding birthday celebrating.
Hey guys, and welcome back to our channel. I am Donnie.
And I'm Aubrey.
And we are two Americans currently living in Germany and sharing all of our experiences living and traveling throughout Europe. That's right, it was just my birthday, and Aubrey's is coming up next month. But also a couple of our German friends also just recently had birthdays, and in this birthday season, we have noticed some very interesting differences in the way that we all were celebrating these special days between the US and Germany. What are those differences, and how have we accidentally ruined so many Germans' birthdays and upcoming year? We are going to talk about that and more in our video, Geburtstage and Birthdays. What not to say to ruin this day in Germany or the USA.
We are specifically from a state in the southern US called Oklahoma and now live in Rhineland Falls, a German state in southwest Germany. Therefore, some of these may be more specific to these two regions or may be the same in other countries. Be sure to let us know your birthday traditions wherever you are from so we can compare all of our experiences from around the world in the comments below.
We want to thank the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare, and we'll tell you more about them in a little bit, but first, let's talk about a particular superstition in Germany that has caused for some quite awkward social interactions surrounding birthdays for us. In the US, it is very common that if somebody has a birthday coming up and you find out about it, you will go ahead and wish them a happy birthday. 2 weeks ago before my birthday, I was talking to a German friend and I explained that my birthday was the following week, then said how we were going to celebrate it. In the US, it would be normal and somewhat expected for my friend to, in return, wish me a happy birthday and be excited. And out of habit of our American social norms, I paused in silence and gave her the chance to wish me a happy birthday, but instead, I was just met with silence.
This happened because in Germany, you do not wish somebody happy birthday early. For some Germans, there's a superstition that this will bring bad luck, and therefore, you wait until at least midnight the night before the birthday, so on the actual birthday, to finally wish them happy birthday. There are different quotes we have heard on this, including one, Lob den Tag nicht vor den Abend, das Schwert nicht vor der Schlacht, das Bett nicht vor der Nacht, which means don't praise the day before the evening, the sword before the battle, or the bed before the night. Basically, some say it is like tempting fate by assuming things will turn out a certain way before they happen. Some also base it on religious reasons, like you are provoking God who is in control and you're making plans for him. We've talked with some German friends, learned about this in our language classes, and read online many different explanations for this superstition, and we have heard wishing someone happy birthday before the actual birthday could potentially lead to a bad birthday, a bad year, or even death. But we want to hear from our German viewers. What were you told would happen if someone wished you happy birthday early, and why?
This is also very much true for opening birthday presents or birthday cards before the birthday. In the US, we would say that it is much more common to wait for your birthday to open presents than it is to wait to wish someone happy birthday on their actual birthday, but it is also not super uncommon to open a gift or card early. An example would be if your grandparents visit the weekend before your birthday and bring you a gift, you would open it so they could see your reaction. However, we have had multiple instances in Germany where we have given gifts or cards for birthdays early, and they will take it and then say they will wait until their birthday to open them. This may not be a hard and fast rule, and I highly doubt that all Germans follow this superstition, but generally, we have learned not to be surprised if you give a German a gift or card early and they don't open it for you to see.
Because of all of these superstitions, there is also a birthday tradition in Germany that is not common in the US, except for on one particular birthday, which we will get to in a moment. But that tradition is called Reinfeiern. This is translated basically as celebrate in, and is used for when a German actually celebrates their birthday the night before their birthday. However, it is important to note the superstitions and know that although the party starts the night before the birthday, before midnight, it is simply just a party, and at midnight, everybody then wishes the birthday boy or girl happy birthday, and it officially becomes a birthday party. This is a way they can celebrate right into the birthday and the new age.
How you celebrate your birthday also has some interesting differences between the US and Germany. First, one of the most interesting ones for us is that in Germany, you bring your own cake or treats to your office if you are working to celebrate your birthday. In Germany, there is a tradition called einen ausgeben, which translates to something like buy one, and is used as in buy one drink for someone else. And in this case, basically what we have learned, it means to buy everybody some kind of treat for your birthday. But beyond just the office, this is also the case when it comes to birthday dinners. If you invite your friends out to celebrate your birthday for dinner, it is expected for you to pay for all of their meals. Or if you want to celebrate with a party, you plan the details, bake your own cake, and foot the bill yourself.
But what do you do if you live in Germany, don't know how to bake a cake to take to your colleagues, but you want to home make something? Well, that is why we are happy that Skillshare is sponsoring this video. Skillshare is an amazing online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for you lifelong learners, hobbyists, or working creatives. Skillshare offers classes on anything like cake decorating or baking, to productivity, marketing, video editing, and so much more.
And I have been checking out the class DIY Filmmaking, creating pro video with tools you already own by Mark Sarasosimo to find ways we can improve our video production without breaking the bank. Skillshare's classes are offered at any skill level, are ad-free, and they are always launching new premium classes. And the first 1,000 people to use the link in our description will get a free trial of a Skillshare premium membership. Even without this deal, Skillshare is less than $10 per month with an annual subscription.
Unlike in Germany, where the birthday boy or girl is responsible for supplying the cake, party, and dinner, in the US, the birthday boy or girl are supposed to be treated on their big day. It is common for coworkers to find out your birthday is coming up and somebody else will bring in cupcakes, birthday cake, or donuts for you and your office or department. Definitely some people bring in their own treats for everybody on their birthday if they hadn't had someone volunteer, but it is certainly not an expectation for the birthday person to bring their own treats. Normally, you also would have somebody else either plan or help plan your party with you, organize your friends, and somebody else bakes you your cake. If you all go out to dinner to celebrate your birthday, you can definitely expect that somebody else will pay for your dinner for you as a gift. Overall, your birthday is a day for you to be celebrated, and the expectation is that others make you feel celebrated by doing these special things for you.
A lot of these differences so far are more for adult birthday parties, but what about for children's parties? In the US, it is super common to find a piñata hanging for the kids at a birthday party. Kids are blindfolded and given a stick, a baseball bat, or some other object that they can use to hit the piñata. The piñata is hung by a rope, and the parent will a lot of times hold the other end of the rope to swing it up and down and side to side to make it more challenging to hit and find. The goal is to break open the piñata to get the candy. Once the piñata is broken open, all the kids jump in and grab as much as they can in a mad dash. These piñatas can come in all sorts of shapes or characters, and the birthday parties typically have themes that the piñatas will match.
However, in Germany, our understanding is that piñatas are not that popular, and instead there's a game called Topfschlagen, or pot hitting, that in a lot of ways mirrors a piñata. Topfschlagen is played by children being blindfolded, spun around, handed a wooden spoon, and then placed on all fours on the ground. A pot is then hidden on the floor upside down, hiding some sort of candy or small gift underneath it. The child then crawls around, tapping the spoon on the ground, looking for the pot, as the other children tell them if they are getting hot, getting near it, or cold, farther away from it. Once they find the pot and tap on it a few times with the spoon, they remove the blindfold and collect their prize.
The US and Germany also have big differences in what birthdays are extra special. In the US, a lot of birthdays are made special because of certain legal rights that come with them. The first being your Sweet 16. Your Sweet 16 is celebrated by both genders, but typically more girls will have a Sweet 16 birthday, whereas a boy would just call it their 16th birthday. Feeling calling it sweet is a little bit effeminate maybe. 16 was historically kind of a transitional period from girl to woman or boy to man, but this tradition feels like it's kind of dying out a little. There was the MTV show My Super Sweet 16, but it didn't do a super accurate job at showing what typical 16 birthday parties actually look like in the US. Nowadays, it is mostly a big deal because it is the age at which most kids can legally drive and will get their driver's license and maybe a car for their birthday. It is a huge birthday symbolizing new freedom.
After that, we have 18 as a big birthday because you are legally an adult and can smoke and vote. This is supposed to be the age where you really feel like an adult in society for the first time nowadays. Following 18, 21 is the next huge birthday because you can finally legally drink. Remember when I said there is one birthday that Americans do celebrate in the German Reinfeiern way? Well, your 21st is celebrated pretty often by going out the night before your birthday and then going to a bar at midnight and for the first time legally buying your own drink. 25 is kind of a big milestone. That's the age you normally can rent a car, which I guess is worth celebrating. And then after that, mostly the round numbers, 30, 40, 50, etc. are the big celebrated birthdays.
Now we're going to move on to kind of an unusual American birthday tradition that we actually don't know if there's a similar German tradition, so we need you to tell us in the comments below. This unusual birthday tradition is the tradition of birthday spankings. This is a silly tradition that for your birthday, you're supposed to receive a spanking, and if you don't know what that is, it's when someone else slaps you on the rear end. You're supposed to receive the number of spankings for your birthday age, and some people then will give an extra one for good measure, or they'll say one to grow on. There are also other variations than just birthday spankings like birthday pinches or birthday punches, where you get pinched or punched on the arm. Normally this of course isn't done where it actually hurts the birthday boy or girl, but sometimes some people may get a little carried away with it. We have heard of some variations of this in other parts of the world, but we haven't heard one in Germany. So you Germans, do you do this or do you have a different but similar tradition?
Now we want to hear from you. We know there are so many other birthday traditions we did not get to, like what happens in parts of Germany when you're turning 30 and are single. Leave what other differences or birthday traditions you know of in the comments below.
If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button, and thank you so much for watching. We will see you in our next video.
Cheers! These are very special days that have some very...
This is a silly tradition.
Wait, can you see our faces?
Wait, why'd you stand up?
Wait, but can you see our faces?
No.
Right now? Okay, good.
Let's just kind of zoom in right here. Yeah. Oh, that's really good. To your office if you are... Why did I...
You're working.